page, you're looking at Reuters.
Yeah.
African leaders call for rethink on tackling violent extremism.
Okay.
3 days ago, Faki said Africa needed more funding to help counter the spread of terrorism. Nigeria President Bola Tinubu said greater efforts were. What do you think?
Yeah. I think we need terrorism is a problem in Africa, and we don't have the money, we don't have the weapons, so we need to look at other ways of fighting it. We can't continue to rely on other people to fight for terrorism.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I can see for it. Yeah, that's what I can see.
Okay. Thank you so much. As people of Nigeria, what do you think, or any person saying about that? What do you feel? And please leave it on our comment sections. African Union foils fraudulent attempts on bank accounts, preventing siphoning of 6 million. From Northern reports. What do you think, Mr. African Union, about
is somebody making effort to say siphon African Union accounts $6 million? That's still a brave African Union is calling for more money.
It's sad, because I feel like that person is trying to survive and trying to make himself get somewhere with the current situations, and right now in every country having the high prices of taxes. People have to survive, and they have to look ways of how to get the money.
The economies are not working in Africa.
The economy is lapsing.
Hey, siphon some money from AU accounts. That's you.
I know, right? Business Insider Africa, Tuesday thoughts. If we allow others to define our problems and take responsibility for solving them, we have ourselves to blame. Paul Kagame, president in Rwanda.
It's very, very right. And especially you have your problem, somebody come and tell your own problem, and you will decide how the thing to be solved for you. It's an insult. And but what can we do? It's all because we don't have our own money, we don't have our own weapons, we don't have our own way of doing that. Yes, money. If you have money, you can do everything.
Very true. But I feel like it's a good thing, and I feel like despite that, he is bringing a point. There are people in his position who will not see this point very important, because we have people in the system that they don't want to be on the people's interest; they want to be on their interest.
Exactly.
Anyway, people from the people who are watching us, please, you can give us a comment about this post and tell us how you feel about it. ECOWAS sets to unveil single currency, ECO.
ECO,
Punch newspaper. What do you think?
That's ECO, Punch newspaper. And they've been saying this long time. It was supposed to be done in 2020, but they said because of COVID, they couldn't do it. Now they say 2027 and blah, blah, blah. But it's a good thing, but we are just waiting for what can happen.
I believe it's going to strengthen our communities as Africans and bring the African in us. I feel like other countries that they have not joined, please put it into consideration and see the advantage part of it, right? Please, you can tell us how you feel about it in the comment section. You can read for us the next one.
African countries are turning to gold. A growing number of African countries are turning to gold to hedge geopolitical risk and protect against currency losses. Nigeria, Uganda, Zimbabwe, Madagascar, and several other African nations have made moves to increase gold reserves, bringing their gold home, even back their currencies with the yellow metal.
What do you think? What do you tell me?
I think it's a good thing. Why do we have gold and go be making reserves in the printed papers? I don't understand. To be honest, as an African, and especially we have
the resources.
We have the gold. Which even has a way of even encouraging our citizens to save gold. Instead of saving the papers, let's cut the gold into smaller pieces, maybe let's say 100,000 Kenyan shilling or 50,000 Kenyan equivalent. If you want to save in gold, you can buy and keep the gold for 5, 10, 3 years so that you can come for it later. I think it's the best way to go.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Please tell us how you feel in the comment section.
And we have DW Africa. You read it.
Senegal's $1.8 billion IMF aid program, initially secured in 2023, and currently frozen due to need of restructuring following an audit that revealed higher than expected debt and budget deficits. Finance Minister Sheikh Dibar announced that the government is working with IMF to establish a revised agreement with a new deal targeted by the first quarter of 2025. As a result, a scheduled payment of 338 billion CFA France money, right?
Yeah,
has been deferred to 2025.
CFA, to be honest, there are two faces to this story. I'm looking at it, I don't understand.
Yeah.
First is it's like the non-disclosure of the actual debt of the country.
Yeah.
That's one. And two, this guy came as a Pan-African. I don't know why he's going to get loan from IMF. I don't think that's a Pan-African move, to be honest with you. You're going to loan for your enemy.
Yeah.
Pan-African is like fighting against those enemy exploitative system and the people. And you're going to take loan from them. To me, it's contradictory, but let's come to the main part. Even recently, their former president being prosecuted for lying to the people because they didn't disclose. And it's not just Senegal problem. It's a general problem. It's a problem.
African leaders are lying every day in, day out, telling lies to the people.
Exactly.
That is very deceiving.
Close the election, they will manipulate the figures to deceive the market. The economy is doing well. And like, the economy is not determined by the figure, the economy is determined by our pockets.
Yeah.
But they will manipulate GDP there, what. It's a general problem for Africa. It's not a problem for Senegal.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that they're taking action against the former president. I hope that other African countries can learn.
True.
From that,
I'm hoping so too. Please, people of
Senegal,
you can tell us how you feel, or any person you have. You can comment it on our comment sections there and leave us how you feel about this situation.
Right.
Next, we are moving to a DW Africa.
Yeah, they say Niger has signed a deal with Russia's Roscosmos to acquire 3 satellites covering communication, remote sensing, and their radar to enhance its security surveillance amid ongoing militant threats. The satellites are expected to be delivered in 4 years. This moves comes shortly after the Sahel Alliance state, Niger, Mali, and Burkina, held talks with Roscosmos on satellite acquisition, marking a shift towards Russian partnership as these nations distance themselves from former colonial power France. Do you think this move will solve Niger security challenges?
What do you think?
To be honest, it's a good move. Let me say this because it's not like Russia is coming to operate them for them. They are acquiring it. Russia will train them. They will learn how to use it. So I think it's good. See, nobody can provide security more than yourself. And you understand your challenges, you understand your problems than any other person. So at least a starting point, will learn, they'll make mistakes as they grow, build the experience. Okay, the time will come, they can take care of your security. We can continue to rely on somebody for your security. I think it's the right move.
Okay, thank you. So, people of Nigeria, how do you feel about that? You can leave us a comment section. Cameroon News Agency. No one should earn more than 5 million in Gabon. Junta leader was one. All these government workers who created parallel companies would be dismissed.
What do you say? I think it's more security.
I feel like that's very good. They should align that government very now. I feel like it's a very good strategy
but
don't
forget Africa.
They'll give a lot of people
But don't forget that Africa, they are talking different from their action. Let's hope that this will translate into actions.
Yeah, very true, because a lot of them, they're doing opposite of whatever they're saying. But we're praying that someday Africa will heal. Please leave us a comment section on how you feel. Daily Monitor. DRC president plans unity government in response of Eastern crisis. What do you think about DRC?
It's a good move because when your country is in a crisis like this, you want everyone to feel they are part of it. That's some of us are even saying that this Western model of democracy is no good. It's exclusive system, which is no good. That's why I prefer we must form our own democratic system that will include. We are tribal-based people. Let's be honest. If not, we have every country about multiple tribes. How do we bring all of them? How do you let them feel they are part of it? So I think it's a good move. Let everybody feel that they are part of government. The government is their project. They are all part of it. And we all face the problem together. I think it's a good move to unite the country. Anything uniting people, I'm happy for it.
Very true. As we're looking forward to see African countries uniting for the interests of Africans, so that we can have good governance, we can have people healing from the independence, because I'm feeling like we're still there.
Let me read this one for you to comment.
Thank you.
Pan-Africanism. We do not see the war being waged against us because we don't want to. We do not see the war being waged against us because we don't want to, and because we are afraid. We are engaging in behavior designed to block out any awareness of the war, our true reality. This is the woman said it. Because in Africa,
I'm feeling such, because I'm feeling like we are still on the war. We are still fighting. We have never left independence.
We are not even
aware. We are still actually even waking up right now. That's when we are understanding that we are supposed to stop these things. But for facts, our own people are the people who are making us still drawn into these problems. You know, you can imagine. So Sudan, people are still fighting. We are in an advanced era right now. People are looking forward to, but people are still fighting. Imagine those countries not having any peaceful. You can be even peaceful in your own country. How sad is it? You understand? So it's a true reality that we are still in independence. We have never left that, and we are still fighting through our freedom. Because if you don't have our own rights of making decisions in some of the things as Africans, then that means we are in a bad state.
In a bad state, exactly.
Yeah. So
we are free. We also have to be bold about our things. It's like Africa, like she's saying that we don't want this life. We are not prepared for the truth. We are pretending all is well, but all is no well. So let's go.
Apart from preparing from the truth, are we understanding that truth itself?
Exactly. That's we are not prepared.
Because if you understand that truth, then you will wake up and understand it's not worth fighting.
Yeah.
It's what us being peaceful and standing together and coming as bricks, as they are preparing to bring that one single coin that will strengthen Africa.
Exactly.
You understand? It will make us strong. It will make us not even think about the other people outside there. They'll have to come to for us first to get to our. Anyways, I feel like you should comment there. Leave us some comment section, because I feel like it's a very, very important,
and very, very important.
I'm praying people will see this and get to have some better understanding. And I'm feeling like a lot of awareness. Every people who have something about, you can teach other people about our life today, especially on the matters of politics and awareness in the issue of us fighting for Africa. Still fighting for Africa. People should venture and give us and let it be. It goes to the interior part so that the other people can get this understanding, because most of people are in the dark.
Exactly. So we need to create awareness, understand our problem, our common problem, and our enemy. We know how to fight for it. Yeah, if we have to fight, let's fight the enemy. We shouldn't fight among ourselves.
True.
Yeah. But you see, that we are rather interested in fighting ourselves than fighting the common enemy.
Yeah.
That's the challenge for me. Okay, let's go.
Thank you, guys, and we're continuing. And the next is Sowetan Live.
Yeah, we will not be deterred. We will continue to fight for the interest of the country, and we will also fight unashamedly for the interest of Afrikaners. These are the whites who have created their own country within a country. The question, where did they get the land from?
How is he an Afrikaner?
Exactly. You keep calling it, you're not going to be Afrikaner.
Anyways, I don't know if they're doing it for the interest of the people. I don't mind, you understand? But
they are not.
Still, it's looking like an irony at the same time. You understand? It's an irony at the same time. So people should just wake up and see things in a different dimension. Let me say that.
They're fighting for their interest. You come and take somebody's land by force, and then you're now occupying it. You're fighting for. Whose interest are you fighting for?
Exactly. They're trying to just like put it on our face like they are there fighting for us, but in the real sense, it's not that.
It's not that. It's not that. Okay, let's go. The News Times publication. Congolese opposition leader Katumbi calls Bukavu attack a war crime.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, attack was a bad thing, to be honest with you. 11 people were killed, about 60 something. But the question is that, why were these guys silent all along when the rebels were taking over Eastern DRC?
Yeah.
The rebels, like we are saying, they can be right, whatever reason they have, but taking guns to fight government force and take it is not right.
Right.
But he was quiet. But he was now talking because they attacked the rebels gathering To me, that's a double standard.
Yeah.
You must be right. If the rebels of Congo River Alliance have a problem, sit down with your government. As a line of, you don't take guns to go and fight and occupy some place and expect government to come and negotiate. That's not right. 8,000 people died during that particular 1 week in Eastern Congo. He was quiet about 8,000, but he's crying because of 11,000, because that is the interest area. Sad. This African partisan politics is a disease. It's a virus in Africa.
Very problem.
Very problem. It's interesting.
It's just got to intervene, yeah? The Almighty. Zambia is considering buying fuel from Nigeria Dangote refineries, which is the largest in Africa, to lower the cost of petrol and diesel prices in the Southern African nation, TRT Africa.
You comment, man.
I feel like it's a good thing, because this is uniting Africa helping Africa. This is what we call unity. Africa helping each other. And I feel it's the best, and other African countries, they should just set that example and support each other, because that's the only way to put that single coin that people are fighting to build it, to be stronger. You understand?
I like that. Anything that brings us together, that we can complement each other, we can work together. Africa, I'm happy for it. And I'm happy. I can testify to you in Ghana, where Dangote used to have this Dangote. There used to be very good cement in Ghana. In fact, because our cement prices were stable for 4 good years with the changes. And I think we need to see the African businesses going out there to solve our problem. Like we said the last time, African, we have every result. The first priority were our people in Africa. When they are satisfied with more, we can now sell to abroad. When I see Zambia trying to do business with Dangote refinery, I should be the most happiest person. At least something's working out in Africa. I'm happy for that.
There are people from the South Africa part. They should tell us in the comment section how they feel about their.
Let's go to another. South Africa's parliament has defended 2 soldiers who recently returned home from foreign peace operation while expecting. That was DRC, Eastern DRC Congo. Some of the military women came, they were pregnant, 2 of them, and people were mocking them, and parliament were defending them. Peacekeeping or no peacekeeping, Martin, your nature.
They should be proud that they came back safe, in one piece, and they brought peace too.
Instead of aborting them or taking medicine to prevent,
that's the peace. The peace they're bringing in the country. So I'm proud of those mothers. They're becoming mothers.
Keeping the pregnancies means a very bold move in that area. We should comment them instead of mocking them.
True. People should comment in the comment section. Legit and Nigeria breaking news. Barcelona star Lamine Yamal has been granted permission to adjust his Ramadan first on March days. Details in the comment. What do you feel about that?
I don't want to comment about this story. Let's pass it.
He says he doesn't want to comment about that. But I feel like
Change Movement Africa, let's go. God once joined my wife and I to drink tea. Pastor Adubaya reveals.
Oh my God. I say this one.
God.
I am now talking spiritually as a person. I say there are people who are playing with the word of God. There are people who are playing with the name of God. And there are people who are playing with the people of God. Because I don't want to add more comments, but I believe maybe someday he will let us know what happened.
I don't want to comment. If I want to comment, Dr. Voss will come. The Cheddar House, a world-leading policy institute in the UK, has warned the Federal Republic of Nigeria not to strengthen their naira. And to be honest, when I read this, and I was so sad. We all know in Africa, when your currency depreciates, the effect on the economy and the poor people. Your purchasing power is gone. You can buy, create poverty, and all those things there. And they are now sitting in UK telling us that government should not support the naira to be stable. They should allow it to fall. They say it will help the economy. I'm asking myself, how depreciating your currency help your economy? No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I don't see any economic sense. And maybe people are listening, they can educate me more. How can your currency depreciate as an important country? How would that help your economy? I don't understand it. It's like everything we have known in finance, they've taught me in school in finance, this Western education, as I say, trying to be complete opposite of what we are supposed to do.
True.
Just check, check your country. When your currency depreciates, how do you feel? Is it good or bad?
It's bad.
But these people are warning the Nigerian government not to strengthen them. Now they should allow the thing to flow. People will suffer. What do they want?
The problem is, as Africa, we still listen to other people to give us advices on the matters that concern us as Africans. And that's the problem where we go wrong from the word go.
That's it. So, I like your analysis. To be honest, this is something I've been thinking. I say, Africans, you say these people, they are colonial masters, you don't want it, they are not who they should go. But you want their system. So you're listening to them for them to run your economy again. And that, to be honest, I don't know how in Nigeria, in Ghana, we have this, I can't think far.
Yeah.
In Ghana, I can't think far, like you are confused.
Yeah.
These people came as colonial masters, they are exploiting them, we sack them, and then we go and listen to them.
Yeah.
Listen to their advice and their system to run our system again. What's the point of sacking them? You can just allow them to be able to colonize them.
Yeah.